in this lesson, we will jump into black and white adjustment layers, so something that seems to be very basic, though many people doesn't really work and doesn't really use full potential of this adjustment layer, because it has much more to offer than when we look at this. And first of all, I'm going to keep my help black and white layer that helps me to visualize everything. It's not even help layer, because possibly at the end I'm going to keep this. So why I need black and white layer? Because you see, when I open black and white layer, let's see, black and white, I'm going to press black and white colors. Why I call this colors? Because on this black and white layer, we're going to work with each and specific color line. So for example, we have reds, yellows, greens, cyans, blues, and magentas. You see, this is the default setting over here that we have. So for example, if I bring up the reds, it means I'm increasing the light over the red color, around the red color on the image. So that's how this black and white layer looks like. It's actually not that perfect black and white layer. As you can see, it looks slightly different than the one we actually have above. You can see this by turning this off and on. So it shows us that it's not such a perfect basic black and white conversion. It has nice and dramatic effect, but it's not something I use fully to convert my image into black and white, because I don't feel is that precise. There's one thing I'm going to do. Instead of keeping blending mode normal, I'm going to change this blending mode into luminosity. So once I change this to luminosity, it still keeps the values it actually has. So it's slightly different, but why I'm working this way? Because I don't want to convert straight away image to black and white. The same situation as we had with the camera raw, because anything can change. So I prefer to work with blending mode luminosity, and above that I prefer to create my help layer and then convert this into black and white. So black and white layer is not such a perfect tool, but I want to show you in this lesson how to work with this. And I'm trying to get my best over this tool. I believe at the first part of this course where we just have to learn how to work with this adjustment layer, even if I believe it's not such a perfect tool for black and white effects. So we started this, and already know how to work with this. I have this help layer, and I will be working with blending mode luminosity. So I'm going to play with the sliders. It doesn't necessarily mean like how I want to play with them or no specific direction, but I'm going to play with them to see what works best for me, actually. So you can see, I can see if I want the hair darker or brighter, and probably with the hair I would go slightly brighter. And we don't have that many other colors like blues, yellows, and we have some of the blue colors. So of course I would go up to brighten up some of the eyes, and that would be pretty much it. So huge effect. As you can see, we brighten up the eyes. I don't want to brighten them that much, because I actually going to show you different method of working with it. So let me see, how does it look like? Do you like this effect we achieved? I pretty much like it. I wonder how's your opinion. I don't want to darken the hair so much, and I actually don't like the effect it's going to give me. It doesn't give me the full control I'd like to have over here, but this is how you work with black and white. If you will decide, make sure you have help layer above that, and that this is the way how you actually work with black and white layer.